Hey guys! So as I'm sure you've noticed, I use hair extensions in my videos pretty regularly, especially when I'm doing hair tutorials or kind of historical hair tutorials that require a little bit more thickness and length than my own natural hair has. In one of my recent videos I used a set of hair extensions again, and somebody requested that I make a video talking about kind of everything about hair extensions, how to choose the right set, how to take care of the hair extensions to make sure they last as long as possible, and just pretty much everything you need to know when you want to buy and use hair extensions. This video is in collaboration with ZALA, an Australian hair extension brand, so I will be using their products in this video, and major thanks to them for making this video possible. So let's start at the beginning. How to choose hair extensions. Now, I am lucky enough that through my job as a kind of hair YouTuber, I get offered hair extensions from brands every now and then, so I only have experience with kind of online extension buying. If you can go to a physical store, it is a lot easier to kind of choose an extension that matches your hair and that you like, because you can see and touch them and kind of experience the extension in real life. But I do have some tips and tricks for choosing hair extensions online for you that I'm going to share today. So the first thing you need to decide when you are buying hair extensions is the type of extension you want to buy. You can either buy real human hair extensions or synthetic hair extensions, and there are a few types of synthetic fibers out there on the market. Yeah, they of course vary in price and quality. So my personal preference for hair extensions in any case is to use human hair extensions, and I'm pretty sure, yes, all my clip-in hair extensions are human hair. And the advantage of human hair is that you can treat these extensions like your own hair, so you can style them, you can dye them, you can cut them, and they act like, you know, normal hair does. Synthetic hair extensions are a little bit trickier when it comes to kind of customizing and styling them. Some are not safe for treating with heat, so you can't curl or style them or straighten them. And they cannot be dyed. So I do own some synthetic wigs, but for hair extensions I definitely prefer human hair. So when you do decide to go for human hair, there are a couple of different types of human hair extensions as well, of course. There are a few differences in quality, and of course the price goes up as the quality does. So the best quality human hair extensions are Remy hair extensions, which pretty much means that all the hair is placed in the hair extensions in the same direction. So all the roots are on the one end and all the ends are on the other end, which isn't always the case with hair extensions. Usually they just kind of gather the hair and just tie it. And of course in the washing and dyeing kind of whole processing process, the hair can sometimes turn and just be sewn in upside down. But when you get Remy hair, then you know that the hair is all in the same direction. And that helps a lot with preventing tangles and frizz, and it's a lot better for the hair, because styling hair upside down is really bad, and since you don't know which hairs are upside down and which are in the right direction, you risk damaging your extensions more quickly. If you can, definitely go for Remy human hair extensions, because they are just the best quality and you can be sure they will last you the longest. Now, if you are even more particular about your hair extensions, then you can also try to look at where the extensions come from. So for example, this set that I have here from ZALA, this is European hair. A lot of the hair for hair extensions comes from Asia, and if you have finer hair like me, kind of I have like very European hair, as you could say, and hair extensions from Asia are usually too thick, or kind of like the individual strands are a lot thicker than my hair, and these are nice and kind of fine strands of hair, so this matches my hair really well. So that is just another factor you could consider, although hair extensions from all regions will generally be beautiful. So yeah, this is just a little something if you're really particular about your hair extensions. Oh, of course, another thing you can consider is the type of bonding. So I only have experience with clip-in extensions, which is a temporary form of hair extension that you can apply and remove at will. There are also tape-in extensions and kind of extensions that you sew into your hair. I don't have experience with those, so I'm going to kind of stick to clip-in hair extensions in my video today. When you have chosen your type of hair extension that you want to go for, then the next step is to choose the length and color of your hair extensions. So as far as length goes, hair extensions are usually measured in inches, and the easiest way to see what length you would want for your hair is to take a tape measure and hold it to kind of the lowest point where you apply the first hair extension. So I usually like to apply my hair extensions in strips, starting here and then going up like that, so the lowest one sits around, well, just above where my hair ends in the back here. So this is usually where I place my lowest hair extension. So I would place the top of a tape measure here, and then just kind of pull it down to where I want my hair extension to end and just see how many inches that is, and that is the length you want to go for. So my ZALA set here is 20 inches, which is my favorite length because this is waist length for me and it is just the length that I want, not too long, not too short. I have a few more 20-inch hair extensions. Then I have one set that is a little bit shorter, I believe that's like 18 inches. And I have a set that is longer, which is at my hips. And I believe that is 24 or 26 inches. But yeah, the tape measure method is really simple. That way you're guaranteed you know which length you are getting. Now the color is a little bit more complicated because obviously you're choosing your color from a photo online and it is not always true to the real color, you know, the photos that they use. So what I suggest you do when picking a color is to try and find photos of that specific set of hair extensions from customers. So often when you Google the extension brand and the color name, you will find kind of photos from customers who are using that extension. And you can see the hair in lots of different kind of lighting settings and on different people. So you get a better feel for what the actual color is like. And when you do that, compare the hair to photos of your hair. So not your actual hair, but pictures of your hair. The color can often change, you know, again, depending on light circumstances. It's definitely better to compare photos from customers to photos of your own hair, and especially just don't pay too much attention to the little kind of sample photo that is usually next to the hair extension itself. Really try to look for photos of the extensions in use. Now, if you can't find any of those, most extension brands that I have had experiences with in the past, and I know that ZALA do this definitely, they offer a kind of color matching service, so you can send a few photos of your own hair to them, kind of like in natural outdoor lighting. Just they have a few kind of guidelines that you should follow for these photos, and you can just send them to them and someone on the team will color match the extensions for you. So that is a wonderful service that you can definitely use. But if you don't have that available to you, then I would always say, when in doubt, go a little bit lighter. You can always dye hair extensions a few shades darker with like minimal damage, but you definitely do not want to bleach your extensions or have to make them lighter. When in doubt, if you're not certain about which color to get, go for a little bit of a lighter shade so you can dye them darker when they arrive and they turn out to be a little bit too light. I have done that to a set in the past, which was just a touch lighter than I was expecting. I went out, bought just a box of hair dye that was my own hair color, and I just dyed them a little bit darker. Human hair extensions can be dyed, so that is another advantage of human hair extensions. Just don't dye them too often and definitely don't lighten them, because that is killing for any hair, especially extensions. Another thing you can do with hair extensions is to get them cut by a hairstylist so that they blend into your own hair better. Now, depending on how long or short your own hair is, or kind of the style of your own hair, if you have layers or something like that, extensions can look a little bit unnatural when you just buy them like this, especially when they're really full at the ends. Like these are just so beautifully full at the ends, and they are cut blunt. So this can look a little bit unnatural in your own hair, but if you just take these to a hairstylist, they can apply them for you, cut them into a beautiful kind of hairstyle, and you can wear your hair extensions in a way that looks a lot more natural. So that is definitely, again, an advantage of human hair. You can just go get it cut, and the hairstylist can kind of match them for you. So moving on to extension care. Now, of course, you want your hair extensions to last as long as possible. It is quite an investment. So there are a few things you can do to kind of prolong the life of your hair extensions. So first thing is, always take them out before you go to bed. Try not to wear them too long in general. I usually don't go a full day of wearing hair extensions. I will take them out. I will apply them just before I go out, or in my case start filming a video, and then I take them out again when I come home, and I just try not to wear them for too long at a time. And when you are wearing them, just be gentle with them, just like you would with your natural hair, with your own hair. Just be gentle with them when you are wearing them. Try to limit your heat styling. Again, just as your natural hair extensions don't take heat styling very well, so if you do heat style them, be sure to style them on as low a heat as possible. Always use a heat protector and try not to do this too often. If you find that you style your own hair with heat often, then it may be worth it to get 2 sets of hair extensions and use one for curly hairstyles and one for straight hairstyles, just so you can keep one straightened at all times and one curly at all times, and you only have to style your own hair and then pop the extensions in. That's going to be a lot better for the extensions than, you know, straightening them, straightening and curling again. And generally a style will last a lot longer in hair extensions because you are not washing them so often and because you don't wear them as much as you do your own hair. You don't sleep on them, so a curl or straightening straight will last a lot longer than it will on your own hair. So that is something you can consider. So now another thing you can do if your extensions are starting to look a little bit like they could use some love and care is you can definitely wash human hair extensions. Now you definitely don't want to wash your extensions too often. Washing definitely shortens their lifespan, but every now and then it just is necessary for them to, you know, look good. So when you do wash your hair extensions, be sure to use a very gentle shampoo. I personally like to use a baby shampoo. I like to fill up my sink with lukewarm water and a little bit of the shampoo, and then I brush my hair extensions through first. So I like to use a very gentle detangling brush. This one's from ZALA themselves. It's kind of like a tangle teaser type brush. So brush the extensions through first, just very gently. Always be gentle and careful with your hair extensions. By the way, it's also best to brush them before you apply them, and then when you do brush your hair extensions, always hold them beneath the lace and the clips, so you're actually holding the hair itself and you don't risk kind of tearing it out of the lace. Yeah, then I just dunk my hair into the little basin of soapy water and I gently massage the hair, and then I just rinse them out with lukewarm water as well. Apply a lightweight conditioner, leave that on for a few minutes to really soak in, and then rinse that out with lukewarm water again. And then I just hang my extensions up to air dry. You always want to air dry these, don't blow dry them, just don't apply any unnecessary heat. Air drying is best, and then if they do dry up in a different style than you want, then you can straighten them or you can curl them again to make them, you know, the shape or style that you desire. But something that I also like to do after I've washed my extensions when I've hung them out to dry is to apply this hair extension treatment. This is from ZALA as well, and this is the Revive Me hair extension treatment, and it is just a mixture of oils and some silicones that are really going to protect your hair, coat it, make it nice and shiny, and add some oils to it. Because the biggest difference between the hair extensions and your natural hair is your hair gets oil from your scalp, like the oil from your scalp distributes throughout your hair, but it doesn't distribute to the hair extensions. Hair just does well when it has a little bit of oil on it, so applying something like this or a natural oil that you have at home, just a little bit, really helps kind of prolong the life of your hair extensions, and it will stay looking really nice for a lot longer. Right now I am absolutely obsessed with my ZALA set. This is the 20-inch chestnut brown, and guys, tip for you here, chestnut brown is an actual like cool toned ashy brown with a little bit of a green tint. It is such a perfect match to my own hair color that it's kind of creepy. You literally cannot see where my hair ends and where these start. So if you're looking for that really natural kind of brown color, it just has some color variations in there as well. This is an amazing set of hair extensions. I did what I mentioned before with the kind of like looking up photos from other customers, and I figured I'd probably be a chestnut brown, even though it looks a little bit lighter in their kind of like sample photos. Such a beautiful set. I don't usually wear all the clips either because my hair is really fine, and when I wear all of them, first of all, it's a little bit heavy for my head, and second of all, it's just so thick that I just like a little bit more of a natural look for everyday wear. So I just wore a few strips of these. So I just put my set in for now so you can see what it looks like on me. I just love this set so much. It's so gorgeous. You're definitely gonna see me wearing this a lot more in future like videos and posts and everything. So yeah, I believe that is all that I wanted to say about kind of choosing hair extensions, caring for them, what to do. So if you have any more questions regarding hair extensions, then absolutely feel free to leave them in the comments below. I will try to get back to you as best as I can. Major thanks to ZALA for sponsoring this video. It's much appreciated. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for loads more hair tutorials. I will have another video here that you may also enjoy. You can go watch next. Thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!